I don't want to make you feel guilty or uncomfortable, and I don't want to preach to you. But I want you to open your minds and imagine a world where plants are our only source of food. What effect would this have on the planet and the individual? It would greatly reduce pressure on the environment. It would solve world hunger. It would improve the health of whole populations. It would diminish the rates of cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. Society as a whole is not designed to support a plant-based diet. So I decided to create a village where it would be easy. A place where animals are not used, a place where cars are not needed, and a place where energy is abundant. My dream is to create this kind of community. I base my design off the concept of permaculture. Now, for those of you who don't know what permaculture is, it's an idea that was developed by Bill Mollison and David Holmgren during the 1970s. Permaculture is an approach to designing human settlements and agricultural systems that are modeled on the relationships found in nature. Basically meaning humans designing settlements that function like nature. I borrowed the idea of permaculture zones for my plan. Now, each zone being 0 to 5, Zone 0 is where the home is. The aim of Zone 0 is to reduce energy and water use, harnessing any natural renewable resource such as sunlight, wind, or passive heating. Zone 1 would where you would grow, where you would have a greenhouse or rooftop garden. Zone 2 is where there'd be melons, pumpkins, or orchards that you grow near the home. And Zone 3 is where you grow crops like wheat or corn. And Zone 4 is where parks or reserves would be. And Zone 5 is wildlife that's untouched by man. In this village, all people would work together to supply their demand for food. Everything within the village is within walking distance, and the maximum residence would be around 150 people. I based each home off a circular structure design. I chose this shape because it's most resistant to severe weather and is also energy efficient. The roof will be covered in solar panels, and each house will have wind sails to create power. In the middle of the roof is a water tank that can collect rainwater. Using gravity, it then filters and distributes the water throughout the house for showers, drinking water, and the greenhouse. The gray water is then reused for toilets, and to water plants again. Each house in the community is modular and customizable, and since everybody in the community eats plants, their waste can be used to fertilize any crops. I believe that today's habits of using animals cannot be sustained, and I hope to see a future where eating meat or dairy is socially frowned upon. And to let you know that anyone can make this change, especially when you see what it's costing the planet, look at where I was just 3 years ago. I did not shoot this cow, but I did watch it die. It had broken its ankle and therefore cannot walk to its food, so it was going to starve to death, so it was shot. I watched the whole thing from bullet to skinning, and I knew where my food came from. I was raised in a farming community in Canada, where my grandparents, aunts, uncles, and friends all run clean and efficient farm operations. So I came from a place where meat and dairy dominated the food choices, to not eating any animal products at all. I went cold turkey, pun intended. For the last 4 months, I've eaten plants only. I'm growing faster than ever, I have more energy than ever, and I am deeply at peace with this decision. Thank you.